he killed Charlie Kirk, 22-year-old Tyler Robinson didn't run far. His name and face were already flooding the news. Police had surveillance images, DNA, and a typed confession note. By the time Robinson surrendered, the world knew him as the man accused of assassinating one of America's most controversial conservative voices. The nation was in shock. Charlie Kirk had been speaking at Utah Valley University in Orem, Utah. It was September 10th, 2025. Thousands of students and supporters gathered to hear him. 20 minutes into his speech, a gunshot rang out. Kirk collapsed on stage, struck in the neck. He was rushed to hospital, but later pronounced dead. Vigils were held that very night. Across America, political leaders condemned the shooting. Some called it an act of domestic terrorism. Others said it was proof that political hatred had gone too far. Tyler Robinson's arrest came quickly, but the charges against him were even quicker. Prosecutors filed aggravated murder, Utah's most serious criminal charge, but they didn't stop there. He was also accused of discharging a firearm, obstructing justice, tampering with a witness, and committing a violent crime in the presence of a child. Each count carried decades behind bars. Together, they pointed toward one outcome, either life in prison without parole or death. On the rooftop of a university building, investigators found a bolt-action rifle. DNA recovered from the trigger matched Robinson. Forensic teams uncovered a type note hidden under a keyboard that read, "I had the opportunity to take it out, Charlie Kirk, and I'm going to take it." Even more chilling was a text Robinson sent to his partner after the shooting. "I had enough of his hatred. Some hate can't be negotiated out." To prosecutors, this wasn't random act. It was deliberate, premeditated, and political. When Robinson first appeared in court, the silence was deafening. He stood before the judge as the list of charges was read. On one side of the courtroom, Charlie Kirk's family sat in grief. On the other side, Robinson's parents, who had persuaded him to turn himself in, sat in disbelief. Their son, the boy they raised, now stood accused of one of the most shocking political killings in modern American history. Prosecutors announced they would seek the death penalty. They argued Robinson had carefully planned the shooting, selected his target, and carried it out with precision. The defense, meanwhile, hinted at a different story, that Robinson was troubled, isolated, and influenced by the very political discourse he claimed to despise. If convicted, prosecutors are pushing for capital punishment. In Utah, that means lethal injection. But even if the jury spares him, the alternative is no less severe. Life behind bars with no chance of parole. Robinson currently sits in custody, awaiting trial. His days are spent in isolation, under heavy guard. Every legal step, every pretrial hearing draws headlines. The eyes of the nation are locked on one courtroom, but beyond the courtroom, questions linger. Why did a 22-year-old with no history of violent crime decide to pull the trigger? Was he radicalized by politics? Was he acting out of personal rage? Or was this the ultimate consequence of America's deep political divide? Supporters of Kirk argue the killing proves that conservative voices are under violent attack. Others see it as a grim reminder of how toxic polarization has become, where political disagreements end not in debate but in bloodshed. Dozens of witnesses will be called. Forensic experts will testify about DNA, ballistics, and digital evidence. The defense will attempt to cast doubts on his intent, while prosecutors will hammer home the words Robinson himself left behind. The note, the text messages, the rifle. The outcome will decide Robinson's fate, but the case itself has already etched its place in history. After he killed Charlie Kirk, Tyler Robinson's life changed forever. One pull of the trigger defined him. One moment of violence placed him on a path toward either a death chamber or a lifetime behind prison walls. For their families, the trial is about justice. For the public, it is about truth. And for the nation, it is a warning about how far political hatred can go. As the trial unfolds, one thing is certain. The verdict will not just decide Robinson's fate, it will also test America's ability to deliver justice in a time of division, and the world will be watching. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching my video this evening. Do not forget to subscribe, and please share my videos. And I do need 1,000 subscribers so that I can get monetized. It doesn't take very long to just hit that button to subscribe, and hit that bell button as well, so that you all will always be notified when I come out with new videos. Thank you again for watching my video this evening, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.